Ladies and gentlemen, I am back with another video. And in this video, I will be going down my top 5 WWE superstars that are the most underutilized. Allow me to rephrase the top 5 underutilized WWE superstars in the company right now. Number 5, Paulo Cruz, man. Blue chip prospect, got the physique, got the look. He's quick, he's fast. He can just go in the ring. I've been a fan of Paulo since he's been in the WWE. He was in NXT for a minute, had great matches. Then he got called up to the main roster. He had a little push. He beat guys like Baron Corbin, just all these other guys. Then the push just went down. The push went down, and to be honest, he hasn't done really anything else since. He's been on main event. He's been he'll have matches on Raw, SmackDown, but he'll end up losing. I just feel like he. Just to note, all 5 of these guys don't have to be in a world title picture for me, for them to be featured or showcased. I just want them to be, at least in the mid card. I feel like all 5 of these guys have potential to just kill it in the WWE, and they're just not getting it. They're not getting it, and I just feel like, man, Paulo, he deserves at least an IC title run, U.S. title, something, man. Number 4, Buddy Murphy. Now, Buddy Murphy is in a current feud with Aleister Black on Raw. It's cool. It's not like he's not being featured like Paulo. So, Buddy was in a tag team with Blake and Murphy in NXT with Alexa Bliss. I wasn't really a fan of him then. I thought it was an okay tag team. But once he went solo, just came back with a new haircut, just new style, just new attitude, and just this new physique of his, I've been a fan ever since. At first, he wasn't really even doing anything. Then he had to lose weight to go 205 Live, and he just flourished in 205 Live, killed that. And at some points, the reason why you even watch 205 is to watch Buddy Murphy. He can go in the ring from Melbourne, Australia. Man, I love Buddy, man. So he captured the Cruiserweight title. He beat Cedric at a WWE show in Melbourne, Australia, in his home country. He won the title in his home country in front of his people, his fans, and I loved every minute, man. He held the title for a minute, then he lost it to Tony Nese, and that kind of led up to his main roster call up. Then he went to SmackDown. He wasn't really doing anything. Then he got into this little thing with Big Dog, Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, and Roman. When they did that angle with who been messing with Roman, backstage accidents, and the dude was trying to run Roman Reigns with a car, and cameras caught Buddy walking by the accidents. So, and it led up to one of the best matches by far in 2019 on SmackDown, Buddy Murphy and Roman Reigns. He showed his tail off in that match. Just another reason why he should be showcased. IC title run, Intercontinental title run. Like I said, he is on Raw now in this little thing with Aleister Black. 2 great superstars, young talented superstars. So I feel like I just want him to win, man. I just want him to be more showcased. He can go in the ring. Um, I just don't want him to keep losing Aleister Black and just go back to doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he needs that one win off Aleister. So we'll just see. Number 3, Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali, man. I've been a fan since day one in 205 Live. The soul. No, he's the heart. He was the heart of 205 Live. He was one of the main reasons until Buddy came through that I even watched 205 Live. Match of the year candidates with Drew Gulak, Cedric Alexander, just everybody, man. Then I don't think he won the title. I don't think he won the Cruiserweight title, but he moved up to the main roster. I can't remember what he did at first because he wasn't doing anything. It was this alleged major push, last year upon WrestleMania 35 that he was going to get possibly a WWE title match with DB, Daniel Bryan. But unfortunately, he got hurt in the match against Randy Orton. Randy Orton accidentally hit his face, and he was out for a minute, and that delayed his push. And that's how Kofi Mania started. But it did lead to him coming back and doing an impromptu WWE title match with Kevin Owens and the then WWE champion Daniel Bryan at Fastlane, which was a great match. Now he's not really doing anything now. Just have tag matches with Shorty G, Chad Gable, and I don't know, man. But the past couple weeks on SmackDown, they be playing vignettes of him. Just hopefully that leads up to an IC title match, man. Hopefully that leads up to the IC title. Something, something, man. He deserves it. Great athlete, quick, can work. Mustafa Ali, man. Number 2, the soul of 205 Live. The man I just mentioned, Cedric Alexander, fellow North Carolinian. Cedric, it was just, he's amazing in the ring. He's just so quick. This is Cedric Alexander, man. So Cedric Alexander was in the tournament. I forgot the name of it. He lost. I think the crown, the very first, the reincarnated cruiserweight title. He was in that tournament. He lost, but WWE still signed him. They saw his talent. He came to 205, killed it for a minute. Then ultimately got the cruiserweight title. He held it. I think by far he's the longest reigning cruiserweight champion since it came back. It was a tournament because Enzo Amore was the champion at the time, but he left, and so they did like a tournament that led up to the 2 finals to face off at WrestleMania 34 for the title. It was Ali, it was Cedric, and my God, that match was just, oh my, crazy. John Cena himself was in the ring, in the stands. He even was amazed by that match. Man, he won a title, then he ultimately lost it to Buddy. He lost it to Buddy. Then he was still in 205 Live for a minute. Then he ultimately got moved up to Raw. And he just hasn't done anything since, man. He's featured on Main Event and just, man. And then, he had this little run with AJ for the US title, and I actually had the opportunity to see Cedric Alexander versus AJ Styles at Clash of Champions in Charlotte, North Carolina, in his hometown, home city. Unfortunately, he didn't win the match. But man, a little known fun fact: I've actually seen all four of these guys. It's my number one. I haven't seen him yet live, but I had the privilege to see Cedric, Ali, Buddy, and Paulo live. But I haven't seen my number one. And my number one is the top 1% EC3. EC3, man. You talk about the look, the physique, just the attitude of a world champion. Let me rewind. He was Derek Bateman in the early days of NXT. It didn't work out. He left. No, I think they just didn't re-sign him or something. So he left, went to TNA. That's when EC3 started. He just killed it in TNA. Faced off against legends from the Icon Sting, Kurt Angle, Bully Ray, Bubba Ray Dudley, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Kennedy. He just Samoa Joe, when he was in there, killed it. Absolutely killed it. His time in there ran. Then he re-signed with the WWE, went back to NXT. His first match back in NXT was at NXT Takeover New Orleans, when it was an 8-man ladder match for someone to become the first ever NXT North American champion, and that was just. Oh, that match was just crazy. EC3, the debuting of Ricochet, Adam Cole, Lars Sullivan, Killian Dane, the Velveteen Dream. I don't even remember the other people that was in that match, but I think it was 8-man. I can't remember the other two dudes, but that match was just crazy. Then he went on to have show stealers with Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, one-on-one matches. Just killed it. See, what bothered me from the jump by EC3 was that he got called up too early to the main roster. As soon as I saw that he was going to get called up, I knew it was going to be a disaster, man. He was only in NXT for a good 2, 3, 4, 5 months until his call up. From then, I knew it was a bad decision. I knew he wasn't going to do anything once he got called up. I knew he wasn't going to do anything. And guess what? He didn't do anything. Still hasn't done anything. He had this little thing with Dean Ambrose. And I think he actually beat Dean Ambrose. Then when that was over, just like that, off TV. Hasn't been seen since. He did get on Raw one more time, just to get squashed by Braun Strowman. Squashed. EC3, the man. EC3. Not just him, but everybody on this list, dude, does not deserve to be just this job. All these guys need mid-card titles. At least one run. Especially EC3, man. great in the ring. That's my list, man. Paulo Cruz, Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali, Ced, and EC3. They are my top 5 most underutilized WWE superstars currently, right now. Right now. And all I hope for 2020 is that these guys get more opportunities, get more shine, and just prove themselves, man. Rather than just on live events and WWE, main event. So, until next time, man. Yes, sir.